Hey, it's Carol. It's another Wild Wednesday, and I'm here. And my topic for today is, how do you take criticism? I was listening to a podcast this morning, and it was an interviewer speaking to a football coach, a winning coach. I don't remember which team he was, but I guess he won last year, and they were doing an interview. And he was asking him, when you go to criticize your coaches or the players, how do they respond? And it was interesting to hear, and how does he give the criticism? So it got me thinking about, how do we take criticism? Sometimes I take it really well, and I realize, depending on who it's coming from. If it's coming from someone I don't trust or I don't know, sometimes I take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes I'll take it and really think about it, especially if they help me see the light. Sometimes I get pissed. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to just get out of my face. Sometimes it's like that. So how do you take criticism? Do you find that you walk away? Do you find that you kind of have a thought pattern that says, you know what, maybe I can do da-da-da-da-da, go right instead of left? How do you respond? Do you decide that you're going to cut that person off for the rest of their life? Or you're going to hug him dearly and say, thank you so much for noting that for me. I totally appreciate that, because I go both ways. I won't say I cut him off, but it's more of, I don't want to talk about this. But other times I've noticed that, okay, I've taken as a criticism. It's sort of like taking a compliment. How many times do you get a compliment and you go, oh, that old thing? Oh my gosh. Instead of, as I've learned, there's just two words to say. Thank you. So, thank you if you notice my hair, if you notice my necklace, if you notice the blue top I'm wearing and you like it. Thank you. So think about how you take criticism. It is a big deal. And how you take a compliment, and how your attitude changes depending on who's giving it to you, who's saying this to you. I've had some very interesting discussions with friends and foes about this, so check it out. The other thing I wanted to share with you is I have a new listing. If you're following my Facebook, you see down below in the other posts I've had, is that I have a new listing in El Segundo. It's at 1628 East Palm Avenue, unit number 6. It's a 10-unit building. It's on Palm, just west of Sepulveda, south of LAX, south of the 105. And it's 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's pretty much of an open floor plan. High ceilings upstairs in the bedrooms. Some updating, and we have it on the market at $899. I already have my one offer and a second one coming in. Two offers. Sellers are going to make a decision probably Friday. I have several more showings on Friday, so we're going to give them a chance. If you do want to see it for an open house, probably going to be Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4, just in case you want to do a backup or you just want to see what it looks like. And it's a real nice unit, and I know it's going to sell pretty fast. It's very hard to find a townhouse in El Segundo that's priced under $1 million. So I'm excited. I'm real excited. And number 3, shh, don't say this very loud. For those of you who live locally here in the South Bay, I'm trying to decide on how to celebrate. Kenneth has a big 7-decade birthday coming up. Shh. Don't tell him. I'm sharing this publicly. And I'm trying to decide which restaurant to take him to. And then maybe a group. I'm going to ask da-da-da-da, and this people, and a couple of our friends to join us. We've talked about Kincaid's up in the pier, or maybe Turquoise in the Riviera, or we were just at, where were we just at? And we talked, Truxton's in South Torrance. I don't know, maybe somebody else has another suggestion. Maybe there'll be 8 of us, maybe there'll be 6 of us. And this will be in November. So I'm hoping that we'll do indoors and not outdoors. Anyway, I thought I'd throw it out there. Yes, I'm surrounded by all these people coming up to their next decade. And it's a Social Security decade, too. So I just figured I'd throw it out there. And the last item I just want to share with you is, if you haven't seen Kinky Boots, it is absolutely wonderful. The dancing is wonderful. The storyline is very heartwarming. You get to see a lot of red boots. I will share that. And there's still tickets available. It'll be at the James Armstrong Theater here in Central Torrance. Tickets can be purchased at www.torrancetheatercompany.com, all spelled out. And tickets are for Friday, I think it's Friday evening, Saturday afternoon, and Saturday evening. So that'll be the last night. And after the last show, anyone who may have put a opportunity drawing ticket in, the tickets are going to get pulled. I think we have a dozen baskets. So hopefully you're the winner. And this has been a Wild Wednesday. I'm glad I got a chance to chat with you, or to me, as the case may be, because nobody's here yet. And I hope on the East Coast you're doing well with your different weather patterns. And it's very, very sad about Lahaina and Maui. It's very sad, very sad. It reminds us all how we need to be prepared. Just be prepared. We never know when disaster strikes. So my hugs and wishes go out to all of those family members who are wondering if their family is still there. I know we had some here in the local areas who had friends. I have friends who are there. Who had just been to Lahaina about 2 days before. We met people when we went out for dinner on Sunday that had left on Monday, the day before the fire, on Tuesday, and they'd just been to Lahaina. So, oh my gosh, God was watching over them. So, anyway, it's another Wild Wednesday. It's Carol Gillis with Fredericks Realty, signing off. Bye. See you next week.